What's good, everybody? It's Lethal. This is my final video of the UHA Underground Hoopers Association season. So before we jump into this, I'm going to talk my shit in this video. I don't care how y'all take it. With that being said, I respect all the teams that played, that came out and competed, and I really genuinely respect Coach Clay and the community he's building. This is the largest Pro-Am league on Facebook. So, hey man, he's continually growing and grinding every day. So shout out to him, shout out to the guys that work for him. I'm gonna talk about y'all ass. All right, Andrew and whoever is on that committee, I'm gonna talk about y'all ass, but I do genuinely respect y'all, all right? But y'all see the suit, man. Last one, y'all gonna get a good look of it as I step in front of the arena, but I'm gonna talk my shit in this video. So in the conference finals, which shout out to my team, bro. We made it to the conference finals. The only goal I had all season, and I said it in other videos, and my team knows this, so that's all that matters. The only goal I had was for us to actually complete an entire season. So before the playoffs even begun, I was already happy with what we accomplished. Now, obviously, we had a chance to win the actual championship, and that's what you go for, but I was just more happy with my team that we actually made it through a season. We didn't quit out because we was losing. Like, even if we had lost every game, I would have been fine if we, just completed the season. I didn't want to do what we did in the PYPL, where we just came in hot, lost a couple of games, and then just quit out the league. So shout out to Team Lethal, man. We're number 2 in UHA this season. We did our thing. But this is the final look at the suit, man. I did want the season 2 suit, but unfortunately I didn't hit level 40 before this series happened, so I just went with something nice, something very clean. I think the pink shirt matches with the maroon very well. The glasses and my shoes match. Just prepared to play ball. With that being said, okay, here we go. Let's talk my shit. So, game 1. Bulletproof goes to Team Lethal. Against Bulletproof goes to Team Lethal. Game 2, they beat our ass, dog. Oh my God, it was bad. They beat our whole ass game 2. Game 3, this is the game y'all watching, but I have to ruin the suspense so I can get into the other stuff. They beat us game 3. So congratulations to Bulletproof for making it to the finals, where they would play off against Box Office, and that's kind of what I'm gonna get into in this video. From there, Bulletproof swept Box Office, won the championship. They the champions. So to Frost, who was the MVP of the whole playoffs, to TJ, you still ass. I'm gonna talk about your ass for flopping, nigga, but you did your thing out there. Crime, you were the heart and soul. The energy you provided in your stream was amazing. It was electric. Ivy, you are a defensive genius. Like, how y'all came up with that to defend the 5 out was amazing. And Hated, hey dog, you the best center in the league. You proved that shit. You definitely proved that shit. I saw multiple 2020 games in front of you. You did your thing out there. So shout out to Bulletproof. They're the champions. You cannot take that away from them. So regardless of what I say in this video, I genuinely want y'all to know, and TJ, I just was fucking with you all season. I respect you guys. You guys play hard, even though y'all had a little bit of a hiccup in the regular season. Y'all finished strong. Y'all came in the playoffs, and y'all champions now. That 650 should be securely deposited into y'all account. So enjoy that shit. Okay, but now let's go ahead and get into it. So, games 2 and 3, when we played them, we were delayed. I'm pretty sure whoever the owner is for Bulletproof has to be in the West Coast, because every time we played them, besides 2 games this season, we've been delayed. Like, when we played them the first time, that game was delayed, and the second one didn't feel as bad. In this series, the first game felt great. The second game, I was supremely delayed. The third game, I was still delayed. Now, here's what I want to say to Coach Clay and all them, because they was watching the stream and commentating over it. You can look at certain things and tell when something's off. All right, and I'm just saying this to y'all. Take it how you want to. I'm not saying it like we should get a chance to replay or nothing like that. I don't really care. But what I'm saying is, y'all was commentating the game, and I missed every single free throw between game 2 and game 3. Ask Crime himself. He knows I'm not missing those free throws. I was clearly delayed for two whole games. I didn't make a single free throw. I don't miss free throws. My clutch shooter is up for that purpose. I have a very high free throw. I have like an 87 free throw. I'm not missing those. You know, especially in crunch time. I missed every single free throw games 2 and 3. That is a clear indicator that the game is delayed. Clear. I mean, obviously the movements, it is what it is. You can say they was playing all this amazing defense and all that, but like, I mean, y'all seen me play all season. What Crime and Ivy was doing did not affect me whatsoever. I promise y'all. I actually prepared for stuff like this. I know exactly how to beat what defense they're in. My team needed to do a better job of spacing, but I still could have got to the rim and dunked it. I still could have got to the rim, pulled out, made a mid-range jumper. There's a lot of things I could have did, but that I couldn't do just because I was delayed. Now, I don't really care, because at the end of the day, I tell my team, hey, you have to adjust to the delay. So that's what I did. Clearly, game 2, we got an ass whoop. Game 3, we adjusted a little bit better. Like I'm saying, I could have did that. I'm just being honest with y'all. I could have did that most of the time, but with the delay happening, I didn't have complete control over my character. All right, not to mention, my team missed way more shots than what they would normally miss. That's just true. Call it what y'all want, good defense. All I'm gonna do is tell y'all the truth. Y'all can choose to believe it or not. I don't really care that the game is delayed. That's not the point I'm making. All right. The point I'm making is y'all sitting up there commentating the game, and y'all didn't even mention that whatsoever, that could have possibly been a possibility as to what was going on. Like, once I missed them free throws, it was just, you know, it wasn't even recognized, to be honest with you. And that's what I had a huge problem with. Secondly, box office played status quo in their conference final on their side. Status quo won. Like I said, I respect your lead, but I'm gonna talk my shit. Okay, status quo should have been in the championship game to play for the 650. And as great as Bulletproof played in these last 2 series, I can't say 100% sure that y'all would have beat status quo. I mean, to my knowledge, I have yet to see them lose in this league. That's to my knowledge. I've seen some very close games. I've seen box office almost do it, but I have yet to see them lose. And I'm pretty sure the game that they played y'all, if they did play y'all, because I know they missed a lot of games early, I'm pretty sure I know who won. All right. So with that being said, like, congratulations to Bulletproof. Y'all the champions. Like I said, can't take that away from y'all. All right. Y'all won the money fair and square. At least y'all played both series to win the money. You know, so I was very happy that y'all won. And the way I look at it, at least my team lost to the champions. You feel me? So that's how I look at it at the end of the day. But at the end of the day, if y'all was gonna be fair, like box office, if y'all had a won, I seriously doubt y'all would have at least split the money with status quo because they beat y'all. Like I said, if it was for $50 or something, I'm pretty sure y'all wouldn't have cared at all. But with $650 on the line and you gotta split that $650 with 5 people, ain't no way y'all would have did the integrity thing. So I mean, that's just a reflection of y'all as a team. The same thing with Bulletproof. I'm pretty sure y'all not about to go back and actually challenge status quo when y'all felt like y'all won the money because y'all follow the rules, right? You know, that's kind of some bullshit. And the reason why it's bullshit is because Coach Clay and his team, they made the decision after the game was over. And what was said in the chat is they first started discussing it in the first quarter. So it doesn't really matter what rule they broke or anything like that. At the point, y'all didn't say anything before the game started, and y'all didn't make a rule until the entire game was over. Y'all could have said at any point, once y'all came up with that final ruling, to, hey, shut this game down, we're moving on to the finals. You cannot wait till the game is over and then come with that ruling, because now it looks very biased. Now, whether it was perfectly conducted between like the staff members, it doesn't matter. The appearance is crime is on Bulletproof. You know, if he had a say, especially since he wasn't in the game, and I know damn well they didn't want to play status quo, what it looks like is y'all purposely put out status quo for whatever little reason y'all could, just to make sure they win the money. And before y'all start talking bullshit, like, oh, Lethal, what are you talking about? It ain't like you want to play status quo. Ask Coach Clay and ask anybody, any of those captains or any of that committee. I was the one that said, if status quo played us in the playoffs, Dev can play. He didn't have to be suspended. So I don't want to hear no bullshit about us, like, trying to take up for another team or something like that. I could care less. You know, I really don't give a damn who won. I wanted to win. So, like, I don't care who won. It wasn't us. So don't take no bullshit. At this point, y'all should see that I'm real. Like I said, I'm going to tell y'all the truth. Y'all believe what y'all want to believe. But what it looks like, whether it is or isn't, what it looks like is y'all conspired against a team to keep them from winning just so y'all can make sure somebody else won. Now, I pull up the Coach Clay's streams a lot. I know he genuinely does not give a damn who won the damn league. And I'm pretty sure the committee, like Andrew, who was a phenomenal player, by the way, he don't give a damn who won his damn league. All right, I don't even know if Crime had a say so in the matter due to the fact that, you know, they had, you know, he had to decide in bid based on who he played. All I know is some evidence was presented. I don't know who all said something, which is why that's what I wanted clarity on. Because if Crime had a say so in it, he shouldn't have had one. All right, with him potentially trying to pick an easier matchup right then and there, whether y'all feel like it had nothing to do with anything or not, he shouldn't have had to say so. I don't know who all did. I know on a lot of these teams, people have a say so, and they say, you know, they can be, because the thing about it, being in that group, you get a chance to persuade the perception of everybody by giving you input. You know, Crime could have easily just said, well, they haven't had these many issues all season, and I'm sick of them doing whatever. And, you know, hearing that, Coach Clay can be like, yeah, you right. And then everybody just kind of, you know, especially if you really don't care, you just kind of go with the flow type of thing. You know, that's why that clarity is very important, you know. And like I said, I'm going to get on the committee because there's been a lot of things that happened this season where I know Coach Clay ain't the one that really is saying it, but he has to come down with the iron fist because, you know, the committee is the one that made the damn decision. So that's how I feel about this situation. At the end of the day, like I said, I'm glad Bulletproof won because I was like, well, if it was that big, Bulletproof should have just won the money anyway because they did everything they were supposed to do and they showed up. You know, on time, they played their game. So I'm very glad Bulletproof won. Like I said, I don't know if y'all would have beat status quo. I'm not saying y'all wouldn't have. I just seriously doubt it. You know, that is what it is. Moving on to the next thing. MVP. Looking at the numbers, I'm going to just be completely honest. There's no way I don't win MVP. Now, I get it. If they only just picking one MVP and it's based off of who won the finals and they want to say Frost is MVP, I get that, but like there is a separation between the actual season and the postseason. All right, just like it is in any association or in the real NBA. In the regular season, I should have won MVP. Coach Clay always calls me the self-proclaimed MVP. I know you see me in the chats. I'm James Miller. For any of y'all to see me, you're either gonna see James Miller or you're gonna see Lethal Mindset YT or something like that. But I didn't say it with ill will or anything like that. If you look at the stats, I'm averaging close to 30 points, 9.5 assists, close to 5 rebounds, and my team was the number 2 team in the league. My credentials validate what I was saying. If you look at anybody else, I had the best numbers of any player. I'm not just saying point guards. I had the best numbers of any player. I think I was second in field goal percentage. You know, all type of stuff. You know, the other candidates I look at, like Ace was, MVP candidate, but I think just by pure assist alone, I had him. They had the number 1 team, yes. But just by pure assist alone, looking at the stats, that's where I get him at. Dev didn't really even play all the games, but my numbers is better than his. JP, I got him in scoring. He holds the thing for assists, but I clearly got him in scoring. And the fact that my team's record was better. All right, I'm not just saying me. I'm saying team success, individual success, and the eye test. All right, even if y'all felt like the moves I was doing was very standard or basic, that doesn't matter. Like, at the end of the day, did I produce? What did I do? I guarded the other team's best player. I played lock. I switched down onto the big. I'm the only PG doing that. I kept my team afloat by scoring and assisting. I did it from every angle, and the team success came with it. So when you look at the season MVP, I definitely felt like I should have, that's my case. Yeah, I also want to see who won Defensive Player of the Year, Rookie of the Year. All the little stuff that comes with the league. I want guys to be recognized because they did put in the work and grind this season. With that being said, let's get on this. So, Coach Clay, what you have built is amazing. All right, the community you built, I can tell striving to be a positive one. And I can tell sometimes people get to that's just part of being the guy that's running the business. But what people are always going to look at is not you per se. They're going to look at the people working for you. And sometimes, the people working for you was wrong. All right? I can tell you straight up, JP, like I said, I'm talking my shit. Y'all might disagree. That is what it is. Y'all have your own, YouTube channels or streams or whatever. Y'all can say how y'all felt. That is what it is. Everybody's entitled. But JP was wrong when I asked just for them to update the stats. It's not, if you took on the job of being the person to update the stats, all I did was ask a question. I didn't say it disrespectfully or anything. I just asked when the stats was going to be up. I'm comparing my numbers to other people's, and plus, I'm looking at a lot of things on there. All right, I'm looking at all the teams. That's how I found out Hoodie Strezzo was the second best off-ball player. The man started putting up hella numbers, and I didn't even know that until I looked at the damn stat sheet, and I saw how, I got a chance to start paying attention to No Limit a little bit more. Like, those things are important. I use those to help prepare us for the next game. I was able to tell my team, this player is the top 5, whatever, we're going to play like this. I used the stat tracker for that. And not to mention, I paid my money like everybody else. I don't want to hear that, these guys got families and jobs and all that shit. Every player in the league got that. I got 2 autistic kids, a wife, and I'm working. I'm retired and I'm still working. All right? Just to try to provide my family better. So I don't want to hear no excuse. Just like Coach Clay said in his stream, if somebody can't make it or they playing in too many leagues or whatever the excuse is, it doesn't matter. It doesn't take precedence over the league. That's your job within the league. For whoever job it was, I don't care who it was. Don't get mad at us for asking questions. That's what we're supposed to do. That whole situation was wrong, and I saw how the whole committee backed up JP Magic for saying it, bruh, it's taxing business. We didn't make y'all pick those jobs. So the same way y'all say You know, like I said, it's not really for Coach Clay, it's for the people working for him, but it's a function of him. It's how he runs that shit. So, same way you say you can work 2 jobs, you got a wife, you got kids, and all that other good stuff, so you don't really care about excuses, we feel the same way. That stat tracker should be updated at the end of each night. There's no excuse as to why it shouldn't. You know, if it ain't, somebody should not have picked that job. And y'all should have just let Coach Clay do it. All right, but y'all work for him. Any other thing that come out, everybody want to get their 2 cents. So when y'all do something right, y'all want the credit for it. But when y'all do something wrong, you know, don't sit there and try to hide behind, oh, we gotta work, we got family, we got kids. Nobody, like, it should never be a point where anybody in committee at any point says we don't care about this league like that. That is the biggest indicator that you should not be a part of that committee. Because if you don't care, how the fuck can you expect anybody else in the league to care? Straight up, everybody wants clarity, everybody wants honesty. But with all that being said, one thing I want to do is, and I try to tell Coach Clay this in the streams or anybody in their streams or anything, I do appreciate this community. I appreciate the fact that they dealt with me for the entire season because I'm very opinionated. I know me, I'm extremely persuasive. I know I am. I mean, y'all can disagree all y'all want, but when I say things, they make sense. All right, and I'm extremely persuasive. I've always been that way. Everything I do in life, tailored towards the way that I want it to be. Now, I'm not saying that in the sense that I'm trying to take over or anything like that. I had my own league before. If I wanted to do it, I can make another league. But I'm saying it to say I truly appreciate Coach Clay for dealing with me. Like I said, you see James Miller or Lethal Mindset in your stream or anything, that's me. The same way I'm talking to everybody in these videos is the same way I say it to your face. I don't give a damn. You know, it might just be the Marine in me. You know, shout out to RDHR. We was in the Marine Corps together. He's still in doing his thing, serving the country. But, you know, it is what it is. That's just how I am. Very opinionated. I'm never going to shut up and not give my opinion. And sometimes I do it even when my opinion is not warranted. So for that, I do appreciate y'all dealing with me for an entire season. You know, so at the end of the day, every time y'all said something, I came down with a ruling. What did I say? I said I respect it. We're going to follow the rules. You know, just because I give my opinion doesn't mean that's what it is. It's just, I really appreciate y'all giving me the opportunity to even play at all. So I told Coach Clay he can go back in the stream before the season even started, before even the preseason tournament started. I was in the stream and I was like, watch out for Lethal Mindset. I'm going to be the MVP. And hopefully I did enough in the voters' eyes. And I think only just the committee should vote, look at all those things, look at numbers, look at team success, whatever y'all got to look at. And hopefully they'll come out with a fair ruling, which I should be MVP. That is what it is. With that being said, man, congratulations to Bulletproof. Y'all did your thing, man. It was fun competing against them. They made the most adjustments out of anybody, and that's why they became champions. No, they looked at the game from a defensive perspective, and that's very hard to get 5 people to do. If you can look at it from defense and be like, okay, if we stop these things, then our offense is going to be fine. That's what it always comes down to. So as good as defense as anybody played, as long as you can contest and be in the right place and be in the right position majority of the time, you're going to get some stops. You're going to be able to run out on offense, and you're going to be able to score. So that's how they did it. As you see, looking at this game, my team passed up a lot of shots. Not because, right there, I probably should have made it. That would have tied the game. But they passed up a lot of shots I thought they should have took. Not because, you know, they wasn't ready for them. That delay was serious. Like I said, the second game was a little bit, the third game actually, it was a little bit better, but Right here, big shot by TJ. And like, to be honest, I don't know if whether they were delayed or not. It don't appear to be because they made most of the shots that they took. And they didn't really miss too many free throws. So it's either one or two things. Either they're highly used to it because they're in the West Coast, so either they're delayed or they're not. Or, you know, we just didn't make enough adjustments, and that's what I'm gonna choose to go with, that my team just didn't make enough adjustments. But yeah, other than that, this has been a very fun season. I enjoyed bringing you guys these videos. So for me, my team does plan to come back for season 4. I just won't be playing. All right, there's nothing personal to do anything. Like I said, I'm just trying to build for my family. And it's not that I don't have the time to play or anything like that. I definitely have the time to play. I just would like to focus my attention elsewhere. All right, I'm not giving up on 2K or anything. I actually want to do things with 2K and Madden because I'm a dog in both. But I actually just want to take the time to focus my attention elsewhere and just make a better version of me. And I believe if I do that, you know, all these other things that I'm trying to do will start to work itself out. You know, I do eventually want to probably have my own 2K league again. Definitely want to run my own Madden league again. I miss playing Madden. I mean, I don't miss it that much because I didn't even buy it this year, but I definitely miss it. Another reason why I'm taking a break, I said this if you've been watching me for a while now, I actually wasn't even supposed to buy 2K this year. The only reason why I bought the game this year is just because I was able to make a 6'9" point guard. If I wasn't able to do that, I wouldn't have even bought the game this year, and I would have been hoping my team was like trying to do something productive. But now that my team is pretty much built, guys are going to be looking to play some of the spots that they're playing. I'm going to actually let those guys play a season without me because I've been trying to make a point to them for a while. But, you know, hopefully they come out here and prove me wrong and dominate the league, and that would make me so happy. You know, but, you know, I will be back at some point. I just don't know when. And when I do come back, hopefully it's, you know, the team will still be established and we can just come in here and compete and have a good time like we did all this season. That's all I can really ask for. Compete hard, we played hard. We damn near made it to the finals. We was a game away from the finals, that's the way I look at it. And the team we lost to were the champions. So I can't ask for nothing better than that when my only goal was just to complete the season. You know, it didn't even matter what our record was. I just wanted to complete it. Hopefully, by this time I have earned my respect from all the lockdowns and just all the other competitors in the league. Hopefully I earned my respect. I do feel like I have a little bit more respect for my play style and what I can bring to the table. We might be looking to add a couple of guys to the roster. I'm not gonna say who because smoke check, I know they might be watching this video, but hopefully we can add a couple of guys to the roster. If not, I don't know how they all work it out or anything. And it could be a thing where if I don't play, they might not play, but like I said, I will be back. I'm probably not gonna miss every game next season. I'm just gonna miss a good majority of them. You know, but if I feel like I have the time and the availability to play, then I'll hop on and play. But other than that, this has been a great season, man. Shout out to the Clay community. Shout out to Underground Hoopers Association. You know, Coach Clay and the committee. You know, I do really appreciate you guys putting up with me. I know I sometimes say something that might rub you the wrong way. It's never personal. It's never personal. I give my opinion because I'm gonna give my opinion. That's just the type of person I am. And shout out to everybody that competed, man. Like all the teams, whether you stayed for the full season or had to dip out early. I appreciate everybody competing at a high level. And that's all you can ask for when you're trying to get better. The better you get, the more opportunity you have a chance to go for a championship. So hopefully next time I'm fully in the fold, we can go for the whole thing. So now that we actually played in this, I'm very confident in what we'll be able to do in future series. So if you're new to the channel, please do me a favor, subscribe. Alright, I know you have enjoyed everything I've been saying all season. I know y'all enjoyed the suits and all that, so subscribe to your boy. And farther than that, hit the like button. I have people that are subscribed to me and they like the video, they laugh at the videos, but they're not hitting the like button. The like button is what helps more people want to view this type of content. Alright, it just helps me grow. Alright, and like I always say, if you got a YouTube channel or Twitch stream or Facebook stream or whatever, let me know. I'll follow it. And I will be in there making comments. You'll see James Miller or Lethal Mindset, one of the two. But anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed today's content. And I guess until the next time y'all see me, it's been Lethal. I'll catch y'all on the next one. I'm out.